Hello everybody, welcome to Rituparna Creates. I am Rituparna Roy. So you have already read the title of this video and you know what we are going to talk about. Now I'll be very honest, I was very confused if I actually wanted to do this video because I have only taught for like 3.5 years and that was a very good experience, and in that time I saw so many things and I understood so many things, and I really am very passionate about teaching. So I thought this will be a good idea, and I know this is not a very exhaustive list. There can be so many things that you might have opinions on, or you might want to discuss and talk about. So drop them down in the comments below and we'll chat, and let's get to understand each other and where we all come from. I have the things here on my laptop, so I'm going to be looking here for the cues, and then so the first thing that I feel that a college or a university, whatever, does not cover very exhaustively is that how to get a job, or what are the job opportunities, what are the different areas that are there currently, what are the different things that are going on in today's market. So we follow a very old-fashioned curriculum most of the time. Even though it does get revised, we just keep on talking about the same old things. There is a huge gap, I feel, between what is actually happening in the industry and then what we are teaching students. That is one part of it. The other part is like the actual options, what are there. We are still very traditional when it comes to a job and employment. We always think like, oh, there is sales, oh, there is marketing, or oh, there is production, or oh, there is quality. But in that, there are so many new things that have come up, and I don't think we are able to do justice to that. We are not being able to tell our students that it's not just these 4 or 5 things. The world has opened up so much with technology and with the internet and with all of these things, right? So yeah, that's it. That's one of the first things that college doesn't teach you. Now the second part of the thing will be that if we, or college or university, is not teaching you that, how do you learn about it, or how do you know about it? The most easiest thing, the most basic thing that you can do is talk to people in that particular community, talk to people of that particular industry, have a talk with them, understand how or what is happening in the industry and what are the updated things. Now, thanks to the internet, there are many things that you can do online. You can look up websites, you can look up YouTube videos and just try to understand what are the different things that are going on, right? What are the different things that are coming up, and that's one way of keeping yourself up to date. If it's more of a scientific thing that you are in, you can go and read research papers and all of that. Attend as many seminars, talks, conferences, so that at least you have an idea that what are the different things that people are doing. So yeah, that would be one of the things. Coming to the next thing, it is also related to job. So that is that how to search for a job, how to prepare for a job interview, how to network, how to cold email people, how to prepare a resume, a cover letter, all of these things. Now some of these things are covered in the form of some subjects here and there, some training here and there. But those trainings, those subjects are usually at the beginning of the semester. I feel it should be towards the end of your degree program, whatever duration is, right? Not in the beginning semesters when you feel, oh, I still have like 6 or 7 semesters to go and it's okay, we'll figure out then. So that is one thing, because what happens is when you are with any college, any university, if you're going to go for a job, you're going to sit for their campus placements. But my thing is that what happens if you are not sitting for a campus placement? What are some of the things that you can do if you are on your own? So yeah, get in touch with your seniors. If they are already placed in a certain company, they might be able to help you out. So again, network, do create good networks. And see, when I say network, I don't mean that you first time that you go and reach out to somebody, you tell them, hey, I want a job, right? I don't think that will come off as really a good thing. So what you actually need to do is, build a relationship, keep communicating, you know. So that's the whole concept behind networking. You can't just randomly add people to your LinkedIn profile and things like that, not engage or talk or do anything with them and just ask them one day, oh, give me a job. So if you want to, foster, nurture a relationship, be in talks, participate with them also, ask them things also, so they also feel involved, and then you can you can ask them if they have any openings or if they can help you in any way with a job. So that's, I think, one of the biggest things. You can apply through the various portals that are there. The other thing is that send emails, send your resume and a cover letter to the companies that you want to work with. So the first job that I landed was through this. I did not wait for any interview call or any ad or anything like that. I was not getting the roles that I really wanted, and then what I did was I just started sending out resumes and cover letters to educational institutions, because I thought that that would be a thing that I'm good at, and that can be a good starting point for me. So, and that is how I landed with my first job, right? So I did not wait for that opportunity. So you can also do the same. Now the third thing rather we have in the list is a very well talked about, most talked about thing, that is we are not really taught much about finances and financial planning, and even basic things like how to do one's taxes, what is a PF, and what are the different salary cuts and things like that. So that's how do you save, how do you plan for your retirement. And because I think it's so crucial, because you need to start planning for your retirement, you need to start planning your finances from day one of your earning, right, of your job, your business, whatever you get into. So that's also one big thing. Now, of course, there are a lot of resources online. There are books, there are YouTube videos, very beginner friendly, people who can break it down in such good ways, so you can absolutely go ahead and check that out. But I think at least a few sessions should be taken up in college as well, at least from the job point of view. You know what I'm trying to say? Like when you go into a job, what are the different cuts that you have, what is your CTC, what's the enhanced salary, what, as I said, you know, what is PF and all those things. So these are some things that a person should know when they are applying for a job, when they are getting and landing a job. Right, now next one is again something very close to my heart. It is training for soft skills. Now, I know if any of my older students are watching this, they'll be like, but ma'am, you taught soft skills. I did, but again, the same thing. Soft skills comes in the curriculum very, very early on in your degree program. So you forget most of the things by the time you reach your last semesters, the age or the time where you are applying actually for further studies, internships, and for jobs. And the soft skills, I think, does not encompass a lot of things. It does not encompass many a times some basic business etiquettes, dressing for interviews, you know, email etiquettes, so presentation skills, right? So these things have to be covered. We are becoming a very, very technology driven world, right? We are carrying out businesses online. So some things have to be, you need to know some online business etiquette, some normal etiquettes for a Zoom meeting, what are there, or for an email, what things that you should keep in mind. How can you know that? Again, online resources, there are a lot of books available, and that is one way that you can prepare yourself. And if I taught you, I covered many of those things. I hope you have kept the notes. You can refer back to them. If you would like me to make a video dedicated on how to prepare for a job, if any of my older students are watching, I would love to do that for you. So drop them down in a comment below, and let's see, we'll plan something. The other thing which is related to kind of like communication and soft skills is people management skills. Now, what do we mean by people management? So in whatever role you go, whether it's an internship trainee, ultimately you will get promoted, you will become in some sort of role, or in any sort of role, there will be some type of people management that you are doing, right? So there are people under you that you are managing, you are in a team that you are managing, but nobody knows how to do that. So we are not taught about leadership in the way that we should be. right? What we are taught in leadership is a lot of really old ideas. So that is also one very big thing. How can one learn about people management? One thing I would say that is, apart from the online resources and books, the other thing is that take part in conferences, take part in your college fests, right? That is one place where you are put into situations with unfamiliar people, where you are put into situations where you have to manage a lot of things, manage a lot of people and stuff. So that's one very good real life training of how it gets when you come out of college and when you land a job. So that's also one very good thing to do. I understand why many people or many students don't want to get into college fests or sports or events or things like that, because they do not carry any credit, right? And many a times the balance is so off. Right, so you will have some kind of event going on, but at the same time they'll be expected to come up with assignments or do their homework, and it's a big hodgepodge. I understand striking a balance can be very difficult, but you know, it is what it is right now. As of now, we do hope things will change, but yeah, you should definitely take part, get yourself involved. Right, the other things that I want to talk about, two more, I know this video is becoming a bit long, is that we are not really taught, I was also not taught, and I'm sure I was also not able to really teach it, I don't know how much of it, is the application part of any theory, right? We are not taught, or we are not able to teach application of any of the ideas or any theories, any principles that we are studying. It's very theoretical, it's very theoretical, it's and it's so much of, you know, just memorize it and just remember the theory and that's it, you are done. How is it actually applied in the industry? We have really no clue. One of the ways that you can overcome this is by doing internships. And when you do internships, I know sometimes it's very difficult. Companies do have policies in which departments sometimes they allow interns and all of that, especially with things like healthcare and all. But if you can go and do an internship in all the different areas of one particular field, right? Right, coming to the last one, I think, and this is a mix of a lot of things. I feel that we in colleges and universities, we do not have a lot of mental health counseling. We don't have a lot of counselors, psychiatrists, you know. There should be, for teachers and for students, I think for both, there should not be any differentiation. There should be periodic evaluations, there should be sessions where one can where we are taught about loss, where we are taught about grief, where we are taught about failure, how to handle all of these things, right? We are taught about depression, how to understand if you are clinically depressed and what are then the things to do. So that's one very big thing. I really hope we were able to teach the kids that it's okay to fail, that it's okay if you're not able to achieve that GPA, that rank, if you're not able to clear an exam. It's actually, it's okay. You know what? It's okay. It really is. If you're not getting into a particular college, a program, whatever it is, there will be some alternative. There will be some alternative. There really is some alternative, right? So that is what I would like to say. And if you ever think that you have run out of options, message me, right? If any of my students are watching, they have my number. If you are facing some issues, you would like to talk it out, drop me a DM, right? If you don't want to comment down below, you can go to my Instagram handle, you can just drop me a DM, we can talk, we can chat, I'll try to help you, whatever I know about things, I'll try to do my best. So there are always something there is always some option, there is always something. It's not the end of the world if you fail, or if you don't clear an exam, or if you don't get into a particular college or a particular program or a degree, really. Right, on that very serious note, we have come to an end of this video. I don't know how did you like this. You can agree and disagree with all any of the points or all of the points that I have mentioned, and I would love to hear from you. What are your thoughts? And if you, especially if you're a student, what do you think is or should be covered in colleges and universities, and it is not? So yeah, I will see you again with another video another time. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe.